for the merchandise.
Cash for the button hooks. Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods. Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the fancy goods. Cash for the noggins and the big uns and the furries. Look, would you talk? Would you talk? Would you talk?
You can talk, you can talk, you can bibber, you can talk, you can bibber, 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 you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, talk, bibber, 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 you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Ever met a fellow by the name of Hill?
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 Hill!
No. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Never heard of any salesman Hill.
Now, he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory. What's the fellow's line?
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Never worried about his line.
Never worried about his line?
Or a doggone thing, he's just a bang beat bell ringing, big Paul, great go, necker nothing, rip roaring every time a bullseye salesman. That's Professor Harold Hill. Harold Hill.
Tell us, what's his line? What's his line?
He's a fake and he doesn't know the territory.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town. Big trombones and the rat-a-tat drums, big brass bass, and the piccolo. Uniforms too, with the shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe running down.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin picks, perhaps, and here and there in Jew's heart.
No, the fellow sells band, boys band. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king. And he dallies, and he gathers, and he plucks, and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But he doesn't know the territory.
River City.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'm going to have to give Iowa a try.
You have just arrived in River City, Iowa. Population 230 on the morning of July 4th, 1912. Harold Hill, a crafty salesman, has departed the train with the intention of selling to the townsfolk the need of a boys' band. His method is to collect the money for the instruments and uniforms and leave town before it is discovered he cannot read a note of music.
Oh, there's nothing halfway about the Iowa way to treat you when we treat you, which we may not do at all. There's an Iowa kind, a special chip on the shoulder attitude we've never been without that we recall. We behold as our falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so bright and stubborn we can stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. Well, what the heck? You're welcome. Join us at the picnic. You can have your fill of all the fruit you bring yourself. You really ought to give Iowa a try.
And there I was in the Madison Hospital. Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. They wouldn't come anyway.
Never see eye to eye.
What will give you our shirt and a man to go with it?
up with his former partner in his many sleazy schemes, Marcellus. Marcellus has settled into married life right here in River City, and Harold wants to know what's been going on that he can use an excuse to sell a boys' band.
Hey, Gregory, Marcellus.
Gregory, you all set? But Greg,
Professor Hill's the name, Harold Hill.
whoa, what's the new pitch? Band music? I thought you was in steam automobile.
I was.
What happened to that?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Give me the lowdown, George.
Well, I don't think you're gonna sell many bands to these stubborn Iowans. Besides, they have a stuck-up music teacher that'll have you exposed before you get your grip on it.
Male or female?
The music teacher, she's the librarian, female.
Perfect, just what I wanted to hear. Point her out to me when she will come by.
I will. So, how are you gonna start this new pitch?
Same routine. I'm going to get that music teacher off balance. And when I get that done, then I'm going to save your city from some terrible trouble it's in.
But we don't have any big trouble.
Then we'll have to create some. I'm going to create the terrible, desperate need for a boys' band. Now, you know, tell me, what's new around here? What can I use?
Well, not much, except the billiard parlor is getting a new pool table.
They've never had a pool table
No,
before?
just billiards.
That'll do. Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you don't understand, or you're unaware of the terrible catastrophe that's associated with a pool table in your community. My friends, you got trouble. Right here, I say, right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Mighty proud to say it, always mighty proud to say it. I consider the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Helps you cultivate horse sense and a keen eye and a cool head. Let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table, pockets that'll mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B and a rhymes with P and it stands for pool. Now, I know you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on at that hall when the kids are loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out bebo, trying out two beds, trying out tail and maids like cigarette fiends, and bragging about how they're going to hide the telltale breath with Sen-Sen. Then one fine night, they'll leave the pool hall, heading to the dance at the Armory. Libertine men and scarlet women, ragtime, shameless music that'll have your son and your daughter in the arms of a jungle animal instinct mass hysteria. My friends, the idle mind is a devil's playground. Trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
The capital T and it rhymes with P and it stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right
We've
here.
got to figure a way to keep our young ones moral after school.
Our children gonna have trouble. Trouble.
Comes to River City, heed the warnings before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. When your son leaves the house in the morning, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and so's your old man? If so, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
The capital T and rhymes with P and it stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
With a T,
Right here.
where it rhymes with P,
Right here.
and it stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
Excuse me, did you drop your...
No,
Didn't I meet you in San...
no.
I'm only to be in town a short
Good,
while.
good.
Mary, the librarian, is also a piano teacher, and she lives with her little mother, Mrs. Carew, and her shy, lisping brother, Winthrop. Mrs. Carew is very concerned that her daughter has not yet found a suitor, and Miriam is getting older.
Mama, a man with a suitcase, $5 followed me all around town.
Oh,
Who? I've never seen him before.
did he say anything?
Well, he tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. So, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower. Please keep your fingers curved and nice and high as you possibly can. Don't go any faster, dear.
If you don't mind my saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to have found out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Excuse me for living, but I've never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library is entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't help my concern for the ladies of River City that keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, if a woman has a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all them other highfalutin Greeks.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
No, I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that stranger
Mama, what stranger?
with the suitcase who made your very last chance.
Mama, do you think I'd allow a common measure now? Really, Mama? I have my standards where men are concerned. And I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, and if you don't mind my saying so, there's not a man alive who could hope to measure up to that blended Paul Bunyan, St. Patrick, Noah Webster. You concocted for yourself, and your Irish imagination, your Iowa stubbornness, and your lying ready full of books.
Well, if that isn't the best I've ever heard, thank you.
Whoa. Hello, Winthrop. I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you come? I'd especially like it very much if you'd come, Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his lisp. He's ashamed.
We know all about his lisp, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
That he won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. I talk to him every night. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to say it on the first star you see, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
There, darling, you have lots of time. If it's not Winthrop, it'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you.
Good night, my someone, good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone, sleep tight, my love. Our star is shining, it's bright as light. For good night, my love, for good night. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. For good night, my someone, good night.
We are now at the 4th of July celebration and about to enjoy the festivities. If Mayor Shin, there he is, If Mayor Shin could keep control of the people here.
And born by the red, white, and blue.
As mayor of River City, I welcome you River citizens to the 4th of July exercises held indoors here in the Madison Gymnasium on account of the weather. The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose.
We heard there's a pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, just a minute.
Well, is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises till we get this pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah.
Resist sin and corruption.
Yeah.
And keep our young boys pure.
Yeah.
May I have your attention, please? Your attention, please. Please attend me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Bowling Stand. River City needs a boys band, and I'm telling you, it needs it today. And I'm here to organize the River City's boys band. And River City's going to have a boys band as sure as the Lord made little green apples. And the band band's going to be in uniform. And you will hear the glint of, you'll see the glint of cymbals and the clanging cymbals. You'll hear the roar of the drums. You'll hear the shimmer of the trumpets. And you may experience the same kind of thrill that I experienced when the great Liberator, Pat Conroy, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones, parade, with 110 cornets close behind. They're followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, 110 cornets close at hand. There were more than 1,000 reeds streaming out like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottomed timpani and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double bell euphoniums and big bassoons. Each bassoon had its big fat stake. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery. Thundering, thundering, louder on the the clarinets of every size and trumpeters could improvise a full octave higher than the score.
Trombones hit the counterpoint, 110 cornets blazed away. To the rhythm of march, 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 all the kids began to march, and they're marching still. Right today, marching still, right today.
This calls for emergency action. That man is a spellbinder. I want his credentials.
Academic certificates.
Nothing of the kind. We need letters and papers. Make him put up a bond.
What did I hear? Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
put the sun back in my sky. Like a rose, over in rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bells chime. Ding dong ding, and the lead suggestion about the question. Like a rose, only in rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Like a rose, everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fun. Like a rose, oh, won't you be mine?
It is now after the 4th of July celebration, and the whole town is concerned about the new pool table. Marion is again approached by Professor Hill.
I don't suppose you live alone or anything?
No.
I've got some wonderful carols if I don't tell.
Mr. Hill,
Professor Hill?
professor of what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women like a Saturday night rowdy dance hall?
I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gold medal class of '07 at Gary, Indiana.
Well, even if that were to happen to be true, does that give you a right to follow me wherever I go? But I have something to say. I'm not as easily mesmerized as all of these other people, and you don't have me hoodwinked. I have a shelf full of reference books that I think is going to give me some very interesting information about you in my library.
Professor Hill woos the town folks by convincing the parents that all their children are musical prodigies. Most of the town invests in the boys' band, and they await the arrival of the Wells Fargo wagon, which might be bringing their new instruments.
And now the whole town is turned upside down. That school board is running up street and down alley.
Mayor, Mayor Shin, I have found some really interesting information about Professor Hill's alma mater in this reference
Is
book.
who?
His university.
Okay, yeah, okay. I know all about that. That's all I've ever been able to get out of him. Conservatory class of odd 8, something or other, anyway.
If you'll just take a minute to
Yes.
read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you have to read any further. It's on this page.
Yeah.
The Wells Fargo wagon is coming up the street.
At this hour of the day, the Wells Fargo wagon!
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a box of maple sugar on in for someone who is no relation, or it could be something special just for me.
Professor Hill has conjured up the think system. If you think a song long enough, you'll be able to play it.
It's the band instrument.
Here you are, Winthrop.
Thanks, Professor.
Now, there'll be individual instruction in due course. And I have everybody stay off the street, get familiar with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G. Da 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 da.
Oh, sister, I never thought anything so scrumptious as this scrumptious solid gold instrument.
Round one for you, Professor Hill. Well, by God, I better hear some tooting out of those horns, or I'll see you in front of a grand jury in pretty short order. Now, Miss Marion, about that book.
Professor, I have never seen Winthrop so happy. Thank you.
My pleasure, Miss Blue.
Hi, Mama. Winthrop, where have you been? Fishing? Fishing with Professor Hill. He took me fishing, and he told me all about his hometown in Gary, Indiana. And he taught me a song that has no accent. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when. If you'd like to have a logical explanation how I happened on this elegant syncopation, I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that will light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, Brest, New York, or Rome. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home.
If you'd like to have a logical explanation how I happened on this elegant syncopation, I would say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home.
After Professor Hill's connection with Winthrop, both fishing and producing the cornet, Marion is beginning to feel differently toward him, even though she knows he's not the graduate of the Gary Music Conservatory class of '05.
Marion.
Top of the evening, Miss Marion.
Oh, hi, Professor Hill.
Top of the evening.
Well, you and Marion come up and sit. I got some jelly on the stove.
Mama, there's no jelly on the stove.
Well, I'll put some on.
Would you like to set, as your mother said? You did ask me.
Professor Hill, is it true? What I'm really trying to say is, I think I'd be really dull company for a man like yourself.
Miss Marion, where did you get an idea like that?
Well, one hears rumors about traveling salesmen, you know.
One, Miss Marion, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. After all, one does hear rumors about librarians as well.
Well, that goes to prove you can't believe everything you hear.
Now, wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. I think I hear the boys' band coming.
Trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets, close in hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos to the beat of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun with 110 cornets right behind. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos. There were horns of every shape and size. There were copper-bottomed timpanis and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double-bell euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having its big fat to say. There were 1,500 cannon in the battery, thundering, thundering, louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters to improvise a full octave higher than the score. 76 trombones. My place as the one and only bass, and I boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, up and down the square.
Way to go!
Please join us for refreshments out in the lobby. Thank you.
That's right. Wave, Linda. And can I get you to look here for a second? There we go.